How does it feel to finally, I assume you've seen it on the big screen, and I'm sure that's a very different experience than filming this, because all the CGI and everything. What was your reaction when you saw this?
It's a big face. It's a big 3D face of myself.
Well, it's a big film, you know?
Yeah.
And you're right. I think it's really exciting with a film like this because you have no idea what to expect because, I mean, when you're shooting it, you know what's on the monitor, but there are 200 foot of green screen behind you, so
Yeah.
you have no idea what's going to go there in place. So it's nice to kind of finally see the visual effects and everything all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie's very big.
Because a lot of this movie is that, even with your characters, with Storm, with Cyclops, I mean, you're either sending a laser out or you're causing... Is that kind of weird when you're actually filming just silence and you going... and nothing actually happening physically? Do you know what I mean? Do you feel
Yes.
it's silly sometimes?
Yes, all the time.
Really?
Super
Yeah,
silly.
yeah, but you watch it back and you see it with all of the effects. And like when I'm traveling through lightning, I was doing a 12-foot dead drop, you know, and
Wow.
I'm freaking out the entire time because every time I get like just before I land, you get that feeling in your stomach, and I just kept like shouting profanities, and I was so worried because I was like, you guys are not gonna get your shot because it's just gonna be like a whole bunch of outtakes of me cursing in the air, you know. But they got it. I was like really happy with the shot.
Absolutely. And of course, everybody in Ireland loves all the soaps, especially EastEnders. Ben,
cool.
you've history in that soap. I assume this is a million miles away from filming this to filming EastEnders. Is that like, there must be major. What's the biggest difference?
You know, the biggest difference is the amount of time you get. Like, because in EastEnders, you do like 12 scenes a day, and then like in X-Men we do like one scene over 3 days. You know,
One
so
scene,
it's just
one scene every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You just got so much more time, and it's a luxury for an actor, you know, to have that much time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you got like 3 days of rehearsing it over and over and over and trying new things.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I've never really done TV, so I mean, I've heard about the pacing of it.
crazy.
It just
Yeah.
sounds amazing to me what you guys do.
Yeah. All your characters, obviously somebody's played them in the past. So I was wondering, when you took on the role, do you look to what they did and kind of rewatch the movies or watch it for the first time, or do you just go, I'm doing my own thing here?
Yeah, well, I think they're all really good at doing what they did before. So watching the old vets, although they're not old at all, they're just vets.
Yeah.
I think what they represent. But you know, it's a different version of the character because it's the origin of the character. And so when we meet my character, he's just discovering his superpowers. When we meet Storm, she's stealing food and is just really learning how to use her powers. So it's very different, but I guess it's also a reinterpretation of what they did in the past, and it's, you know, it's all about coming to grips with your superpowers, I guess.
Yeah, and you two are kind of on the bad side. You're on the two of the four horsemen. So is that kind of fun to be the danger, the dark side, as it were? Some people say it's more fun to be a bad guy.
It's way more fun to be a bad guy. And like,
How do you know?
for Storm,
That's true.
that's good, man, that's good. For me, for Storm, like, there were moments where, like, you know, I was trying to make people trip with my mind the entire time. So that smirk you see on her face is not like, I'm evil. It's like me literally being like, he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall in front of everyone. It's gonna be good.
It just sucks when you lose, though. So
Yeah.
at the end, you have to lose.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
As a bad guy,
Yeah.
it's great when
Yeah.
you're being badass, but then when you lose, it's like, oh. And you know the audience is cheering on the opposition. You know?
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
Like you're just labeled a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tye, you've worked with so many famous people already in your career. I mean, from Jennifer Aniston to Matthew McConaughey to Brad Pitt. Do you ever get starstruck by these people? Because when you look at the CV, there's a serious amount of huge names.
Yeah, I think it. I don't know. It depends. It's funny. You put me in front of the biggest movie star in the world, and it doesn't really faze me. But you put me in front of someone that's
Like
a huge
Alexandra
sport.
Shipp.
Yeah.
You put me in front of someone who's a
Exact same.
huge sports star, or like just any baseball player. Or, because I'm obsessed with sports. Ben and I both are.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I think we often joke about this. Like I'll freak out and go, oh my god, like this. You know, Olivia dates Aaron Rodgers, and he was around quite a bit while we were shooting, so we got to hang out with him.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's such a nice guy, but I think I was probably more starstruck by Aaron than I was anybody else in the
Okay.
cast. I mean, not to
Not to
really
like throw
not to throw
shade,
any
but
offense
like,
to
yeah.
yeah.
It's nothing negative about actors. It's
Yeah.
just that I suppose because you're part of that world yourself, and you've had people do it to you at some point, it feels more ordinary being around people. Because you're more, you expect more to be around film stars, don't you? If you're in this industry, you don't expect to come across baseball stars or football stars, or
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, we're out of time. Congratulations again, the movie. I loved it. And hope we see you in the next one. Apparently it's going to happen.
Thanks, man.
FM 104. Dublin's hit music station.